I hope you're ready because this is Midwest No Bounds Podcast. Hello and welcome to the very first Midwest No Bounds Podcast. I am your host, Britta, with my husband, Dave. And there's his hand. He's requested not to have his face be shown, but he is very happy to be here. Give a thumbs up. Not the finger. That's why I said thumb. I gave him a list of rules, so we'll have to see how long it takes for him to follow them.
They're not in numeric fashion. They're just dots next to some words, so.
Because they're all just important.
You've only got 4.
Yes.
I'll give you more.
Just add on there.
Got plenty of that paper.
So, and just in case you have been wondering, I haven't been able to put out any videos of traveling because my son got sick. And it was just nothing serious. But it ended up lasting way longer than I expected, like a week and a half. And so I hadn't been able to go out and film or go to places or anything. I've been stuck at home. So to keep everything going, I was like, well, wait a minute. I should do a podcast and talk about the places that I have traveled to or would like to travel to and everything. And so I'm having my husband here join me so that way I'm not just like talking to myself and with run-on sentences.
These are usually the places she gets to travel to while I'm at work.
Yes. And have a good time with the kids. No, but you join in. You went to the Gobert's farm. You did
like
that
the cows.
one. Yeah, that one big cow. That one was huge.
Well, they have the whole the exhibit of African animals.
Yeah.
That's what they've got. So they've got the cows, the zebras, the kangaroos, the ostriches, emus, a whole bunch of big ones out there.
Yeah.
Camels. You went for a camel ride.
Nah, I know I did. That was fun. I couldn't stop laughing. I felt like a little kid on that camel. And I was expecting that camel to be riding on it like a horse where you're just, you're going like this. But no, it was and we're on the camel today.
That's because you're stuck between 2 rubber bumps on the top of that thing. That's where they put
It had
the
one
sound.
hump.
That thing had 2.
No, it had one, and then Dustin was on the front side of the hump, and then I was on the back side of the hump.
Yeah, you had the boy with you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't even think with the 2 hump camels that you can even ride on those. You'd be riding on it like on that Three Stooges with the sway back horse. You're like sitting in between the
Now, that would have been impressive. What made up for them lazy kangaroos? I don't get it.
Yeah, those ones were hanging out. They were being lazy. That is one animal that knows how to lounge.
All I've ever seen them do was kick people. I was shocked to see them lounge.
You know that video that went viral of like that kangaroo that grabbed onto the dog and then the guy like went up and then socked it right in the face?
That's how you got to fight them.
I know, and they always look shocked that it happened. That was fun going that. The thing that I wished was that it didn't, well, 2 things. It rained that morning, so we weren't able to go out to the actual pumpkin patch and do the corn maze.
Nah, it rained overnight, and what happened was it got real windy. We had the fall weather blowing.
Well, it was lightly raining, like drizzle in the morning, and then we were waiting for it to like dry up, and then it was really windy. So that was like doing some of the things. But I mean, we still had a good time though. It was still fun.
All that time fighting our food outside, sitting at the picnic table, and we could have sat inside on the glass.
We are morons.
They had anything. You told me to pick this one right here.
I didn't see the gigantic. They had the gigantic like building tents, plenty of room. They not only at Gobert's farm, they also do like for weddings or like hosting, like for you to rent to have an event. So they have these big, like, building outdoor tents, and during the, like, farm, like, festival stuff, they use that so that way you can go in there and eat and to get away from everything. And
the reason why we
idiots.
never noticed it is because it's always rented out by some kid's birthday party when we have our company picnics over there. Like, we never go in there. We always hang out outside near the beer silo.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, usually when we go to Gobert's Farms, your work does the company picnic stuff there.
I'm interested to see what their Christmas lights are going to look like this upcoming year.
I know, me too.
They've got that whole drive-through thing that you tune your radio into and you listen to Christmas songs, and they decorate the entire cornfield. Like, they light the whole thing up. And it's not cheap lighting like you're driving through a neighborhood like some of those hokey things are.
Right.
Like, they do a really good job. I mean, people rant and rave about it. It's the talk of the town.
Well, we never been to it, but from when they're advertising it, it looks like they even, not only you drive through it, but there's also like a show, like a lights show thing too, and they got like fireworks.
Well, no, I don't know about that, but I do know for a fact anybody reporting on it or doing some sort of news feed or podcast of their own, whoever may have you, they always compare it to the botanical gardens, which they put on a great light show and decorate all the trees and everything else. So if Gobert's is competing with that, I mean, I'm interested to see that. That's some good craftsmanship.
Yeah. That is one of those things that I would like to do, is one of those botanical garden things. I saw the one, I want to say it's, oh, I'm sorry, I'm kicking you. I want to say it's one over by Milwaukee or something like that. I thought that they had that go longer, but apparently they end it starting November. So we completely missed out on it.
Who ends a light show starting November?
They do. They do it. I don't know about
They're
anywhere else.
They're gearing up for snowmobile season. That's what Wisconsin's about.
They want to get it. They want to get it.
Yeah,
they want to head north.
Here's your Christmas.
They're heading north. They're heading north.
I wish Mercer would do stuff like that.
What, of a drive-through lights show thing?
I wish they would decorate the town way heavier than they do. Like, a lot of the businesses, you could tell they're catering to all the snowmobilists out there.
Snowmobilist. It sounds like I'm a professor.
Snowmobilers. Arts of the snow sports. But after hunting season, they're all like, we got to get ready for this.
Yeah. Everyone just wants to get on the trails and go cross-country skiing and stuff like that.
Man, I think they should take that week and really decorate the town up. What would be really neat is the Mecca trails. If they were to decorate those.
You know what they'll do is the ice lanterns. They do every single year.
I've heard of the ice lanterns, but if they were to get some lighting or at least some different effects out there.
They're out in the middle of the woods. How are they going to get all the electricity?
In the days of extension cords and generators, people can deal with a
yeah,
little
but
bit
the
of noise.
Mecca trails are literally in the middle of the woods. There's no electricity. Even that little cabin thing, there's no lights in there.
I don't care. It's called effort.
Plug in an extension cord from...
I think it looked gorgeous. These people don't know what they're missing. They just don't want to try. I don't get it.
You know, though, that company that I wanted to do it, but I missed it the one year because of, I don't remember what the reason were. And then they've had horrible luck ever since. Were the ice castles. And they had it over in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Is that the same company that produced the ice sculptures?
No, the ice sculptures is a event that Lake Geneva hosts where they have people compete making the ice sculptures, and then they win awards. And there's people where they travel from across the U.S. Like, there's teams from Alaska and like other states. But no, that's a whole I want to say the Lake Geneva Commerce is the one that hosts that together. The Ice Castles, that's a company that's their thing, and then they work with whatever the town is and stuff of like having those. But they were doing it in Lake Geneva for like 3 years in a row, and then Lake Geneva it's been warm winters lately, and so they gave up for this year.
Past 5 years here, I mean, the winters have been terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they really have. They've been very warm, and then when they're cold, they're just very dry, and it's very short cold. Nothing has a chance to freeze.
Yeah.
If they can't keep the ice temperate upside, then the ground's just too warm.
Yeah, they just couldn't. Yeah.
They start melting from the bottom down.
You're right. But I'm surprised because they're doing it in Minnesota, but I want to say the area that they're doing it in is, I might be wrong. You would have to look this up, or I would have to look this up. But they were doing either like Minneapolis or like St. Paul, Minnesota. I don't know why they don't do something in Duluth.
Duluth, I mean, Ely would be the place to
Ely's
go.
would be good.
I mean, either that, or if you're going to go Duluth, go north to Two Harbors when they have the whole, because they got the Bentleyville lights in Duluth.
Right.
You travel half an hour north, and you get to see some lit ice castles along the lake shore there.
Right.
Up in Two Harbors, and then you get that
they could have
area.
Part of the ice castles, part of the Bentleyville thing.
They could, but I think that's a little too much. I mean, you're going to have...
Oh, it's never too much. Get the lights in the castles, ice castles. It's never too much.
No, that's too much. That's people are going to be overstimulated. They're going to get crazy. Leave in an hour. They just don't know what to look at anymore.
But I don't know why. I mean, out of all the
one of the old ore boats up.
But I mean, if Lake Geneva, if you're having too warm of weather, then why aren't they heading way more north then? That doesn't make sense.
Because Lake Geneva's a lake destination.
Well, it is a vacation spot.
It really is. I mean, you go to Lake Geneva to enjoy the lake. In the wintertime, that lake's frozen. Half the people go to that lake to enjoy the boating or kayaking or walking the trails. They're not going to go up to it for that. I mean, you're going to go to Iron County for the snowmobiling. You're going to go up to Michigan to Copper Harbor for the skiing events. You're going to go to Minnesota for the Christmas events and the Scandinavian stuff that they have. I mean, wintertime is absolutely hopping everywhere north of the Wisconsin border when it comes to Christmas and festivities like that. But if you want snowmobiling, go to Wisconsin. I mean, that's it right there.
Can't do Chicago on snowmobiling.
Well...
No one wants to do that.
No one wants to get shot at.
You're just target practice for the wrong people.
Don't wear your reflector. No, the only other place I could think of for snowmobiling that would be absolutely awesome would be like what the Slednecks do. And you head out to White Powder Mountains. I mean, you are there on the northern shore. You're up towards the border of Canada, all the way into the Dakotas. And then you get the real hardcore guys out in the Rockies.
What about UP?
Well, UP would be the North Shore at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I like the UP actually for the driving scenery the most. I mean, snowmobiling the Ontonagon up there along the shore, I mean, that's always been something I wanted to do because I get that real deep fluff. But when you get out there towards the tip of the Upper Peninsula, I mean...
Well, they get the lake effect, don't they, from Lake Erie?
Oh, major. I mean, well, you and I drove it when we went up to the Porcupines the one winter.
Oh, my gosh. We drove up into the UP. We were up north, and... Yeah, we were like, why did we even go up that way? I think we just wanted to cruise.
We were up there for a little bit. We were up there for like 2 weeks and said, let's go.
Yeah, and then that was so weird. Because then we went up into the upper Michigan, and then we hit this one town.
White Pine.
Was it White Pine?
It was White Pine. The whole town was shut down.
It was so weird. It was a winter ghost town. You know when you go into like those old Wild Wests and then you see like that what is it, that tumbleweed that goes bouncing, only this one it was just like
a snowball.
So much giant snowball.
Maybe a frozen otter attached to the
But
top.
it was just like all these, it was like the whole town with the neighborhoods and the school and everything, and there was just so much snow. I don't know how those houses' roofs didn't cave in. There was so much snow.
There was 6 feet of snow cap on the roofs themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, each driveway, I mean, there were a few driveways where you could tell they had some old timer in there.
Well, it was literally, like, I don't know, out of all the houses, there was only like 5 houses where the driveways were plowed. Otherwise, no, it was just caked in snow, and we're just like, how did we even drive? Like,
do you remember driving along the North Shore when we were watching the ice, like boulders?
Oh yeah,
washed up there?
That looked really cool.
I mean, 15, 20 foot tall boulders of ice just on the shore, and you wouldn't think anything of it going there in the summertime.
Yeah, because you had enough of the water.
Well, it's just
enough of the movement, and then it was freezing, and that looked crazy. That looked really crazy. It was almost like a ship was like crashing through the ice.
I love that trip that we took when Kayla was younger. We went up to the Bentleyville Lights up in Minnesota, and then we stopped for the Christmas town. What was that? A bonanza or it wasn't a flea market because it was just a market at that point, but it was a Christmas market is what it was.
Was it part of the Bentleyville?
No, this is something just outside of Two Harbors that was put on by the locals out there, their local businesses, and it was fantastic. I mean, that's when your dad picked up that smoked lake trout. He picked up a bunch of candy when we were up there.
Oh no, you're thinking of what the usual places that he likes to stop at, right?
Well, those are the usual places he likes to stop, but we were up there in the area for Bentleyville, and they really did it up this time around Christmas. I mean, once you got to the beginning of December, that place lit up. Like, I don't know why more people don't strive to go to that if they truly enjoy the holiday season.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the place to do it.
Well, there was quite a lot of people that were there the time that we went.
There was quite a bit of people, but realistically, everybody focused on the lights, and they should have been focusing on all the folk art and everything. Even the silversmith had his door open with Christmas specials going on, and he was manufacturing custom Christmas time pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember your mom wanting to stop there and go in on all that, and it was huge.
Yeah. It's been a while.
And then we went up there in the summertime, and it was interesting. Don't get me wrong. Like, he has a very interesting shop, but it was never like that time we stopped up there during Christmas. Like, everybody hears of Christmas magic. That's the place where it happens.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to make it up this year.
I think we should. We might be able to.
Yeah. It just depends. It just depends on what it falls on.
So aside from Bentleyville, I mean, we do got one more trip coming up. We're going to Hot Springs Village,
Arkansas.
Yeah, I know.
They don't know what Hot Springs Village is. That's why you gotta say Arkansas.
These people can read a map. Okay, they're not invalids.
No, right after the end of December.
Right after Christmas holiday, we're going to go down.
Yes.
And visit family.
Yes.
And we're going to be staying in Hot Springs Village.
Yes.
I'm kind of curious on how that's going to look. I mean, I've never seen that part of Arkansas decorated
for Christmas?
For Christmas or for the wintertime or anything else. Usually they try to hide from it. I mean, everybody drives a two-wheel drive vehicle and they get ice storms up the wazoo. But, I mean, I've heard some good things, too. Like, when they got the snow last year, I mean...
They go into a panic when there's snow. Because they don't even have, like, the plows or anything.
You know, they did the same thing when I was working in Texas.
What were they, just one snowflake and they're all like, oh my God!
Shut down. It was unreal. But I have heard that they've got some good Christmas barbecue things going on. Like they'll put on briskets and stuff like that.
You know what's really weird is how it looks in Florida when they put up their Christmas lights and then they're doing like palm trees with the lights.
I can't bite on it.
It looks so weird to me. It's only a pine tree. It can only be a pine tree.
It reminds me of like that one kid when we graduated high school, and if your viewers have ever, went into an apartment right after high school and decided, hey, I'm just going to go to work. How the people decorate their places then. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Because, it reminds me of an apartment building being decorated.
I'm trying so hard.
Some of the balconies got lights. Some of the balconies got beer bottles with makeshift lights. And then you got the one neighbor that just lit something on fire out there. Girl got away.
Sounds like our house. Our house is the Simpsons house. We got the Santa falling over. Ho, ho, ho.
I wish we had the second story. That would make things so much easier.
No, but they do have, in the Hot Springs Village, they do have good restaurants in there.
I want to go to that Italian place again. Oh my gosh, was that awesome.
Yeah, you were there for that one.
Yeah.
We're definitely not going to that McDonald's.
No.
That guy was creepy. He was...
Stay in the village.
Don't leave the gates. Don't leave. Yeah, we went through this. We were picking up breakfast. We had a lot to do that day because we were down there to visit your family. And we hit up the drive-thru, and the lady that was taking our order was actually really nice. But when we got to the guy that gave us our food, he had a super strong accent, and his facial features never changed. And he didn't give us straws. So Dave was like, "Oh, could we get straws?" And he couldn't understand our accents because his was so strong. So he just stared at us like death. And barely moved his mouth. And he just was like, "You won't. What?" And you're just like, "No, I don't want straws anymore."
I'll take the lid off it. We'll slip it on the road. It's all right.
Yeah, but you're just like, straws. We need straws. You want straws? No, not anymore. We didn't go back.
We won't go back.
We'll just stick with the nice restaurant.
They got that Home Run Inn restaurant that has great breakfast, though. And they got the bakery inside.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, with the big French toast.
Those were some good pies. Which ones you get? I think you got the apple pie. And you got something else.
I don't remember.
It was some sort of berry pie.
The only thing that I've been there more than a couple of times. But the thing is that I didn't get last time, but the first time we went there, I got their French toast, and they did the homemade French toast where they actually like baked the whole thing and then they sliced it, not like, the pre-sliced bread. That thing was huge. Yeah, cinnamon. It was good. It was good.
I think we should explore Missouri. You got the Uranus Fudge Factory. You've got the Ozarks.
Yeah,
Branson seems nice. I can get a little gambling done while you're doing your video stuff.
Yeah, the Uranus Fudge is along the highway. And I can guarantee 90% of the people that are driving down that highway are pointing and laughing. Look at that.
I don't know.
But the place looks like huge, and they have like a whole bunch of like random stuff too.
That's everything in Arkansas.
Are we even gonna stop there then when we go down? Or are we not hitting that side?
No, we're not hitting that side.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be coming down 57 when we go, and that side's on 44.
No, the boring side. The boring flat side. I like going on the other side because it's nice and hilly. That's the thing that stinks with like Illinois is that it's all like corn and boring to look at. Wisconsin's got good driving. Minnesota's got good driving. Well, there's certain areas in Minnesota where you'll have flat and then it's all the trees. And that's the same thing as like looking at the corn, only it's just all trees. It just keeps going.
Yeah, Wisconsin's like that too, though. I mean, going up.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just like the destinations. Like, once you get to where we're going in Wisconsin, like, you can feel it's like, all right, we're here, we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, and Minnesota, there is that respect once you get past Duluth. Like, I don't mind the Duluth area as much for a short visit. I wouldn't spend my time there, so to speak. Like, it's too industrial. It's too busy for me. I mean, and some people may be into that. I get it.
Right.
But I'm that type of person that just wants to sit out in the woods and, check out the scenery and everything else like that. I mean, I like going for a car ride where we have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the waterfalls. Doing that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
My goodness.
Those are fantastic. Well, when I went to the Porcupine Mountains, see, now when I went, which I did, what was that, episode 2 that I did for the Porcupine Mountains?
Yeah,
now when I went, yeah, I know. But when I went, that's when it was where it's the fall. That's where you're getting like the least amount of water. You would still get a good amount of water, but I mean, the best time to see any waterfall is
spring.
Yeah, springtime.
You get that melt off down there, and then you get the ice sheets.
But it's nice to go though at to see waterfalls. It's nice to go at any time, as long as they're not ones that completely dry up, because there are ones like for anywhere traveling where they do kind of dry up. But for the ones where they always have water, it's good to go any time of the year, because then it's a whole different viewing setup. Like with the Porcupine Mountains, yeah, in the springtime, you get like all that water and everything, but you are flat out stuck on the trails and you're watching all the water flowing. When I went in the fall where it's dried up, you still get the water going, but you're able to like go walking around on the rocks, and you got like these big sheets of rocks and everything, and you get completely different angles from just the scenery of everywhere.
One time we went up, dude busted his face, had to have
No, that was in Minnesota. Yeah, I felt bad for that guy. Well, that was, because that was up in Minnesota in the 2 harbors. And that one, it was a lot more of like the jagged rocks at the bottom. The Porcupine Mountains, it's more of like the sheet rock where it's smooth.
Yeah, you get that slate look.
Yeah, and the waterfall that I was at, I'm drawing a blank of what one it was, but it had more of the jagged rocks, but people were hopping around on each rock. And unfortunately, there was a guy where his foot slipped and then he ended up eating it right in the face. So they had to, I hope they actually had to bring an ambulance and stuff. It was pretty bad.
Don't go jumping on those rocks. Stay on the path.
Yeah. Yeah, I grabbed his glasses for him. Yeah, his glasses got busted. But I mean, overall he was okay. But yeah, he needed medical attention and stuff.
His pride was hurt worse.
Yeah. His daughter was just like, "Oh, he did it again, huh?" It's like, is your dad really clumsy or something? Yeah, like she just wasn't shocked, or she was just like, "Oh, okay." So it's like, okay, apparently he's done this before.
More than once, huh?
Yeah.
Good boy.
But, when it comes to the traveling, it's different. Well, like before, when we would be doing our travelings, it was just the dogs. We had an English Springer Spaniel and a Bloodhound, and then now we don't have the dogs no more, and now it's the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's no difference, actually. You just end up yelling more, and then you get tired easier.
You have to carry a lot more stuff.
I have to carry a lot more stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, you weren't there for like the Porcupine Mountains. I had the backpack.
Exactly.
I had 2 cameras. No. Yes, 2 cameras.
Mm-hmm.
in the backpack. So you had to bring the snacks, the juice, extra clothes in case Dustin has an accident because we're out in the middle of the woods and he's only 3.
And you wonder why I didn't go.
You had to work.
I had to work.
But what was nice with me just taking the kids, and I didn't have to hear you complaining with all the stairs, because the Porcupine Mountains has a lot of stairs. A lot of stairs.
Yeah. I'm glad I had to work.
Which, by the way, there's 2 different main areas for the Porcupine Mountains. Where I went along with the river, and that's where you have some of the trails and stuff. That's where you have the waterfalls, and then you're out in Lake Superior. The other area, it would have been, I want to say it was a 40-minute drive to the actual Porcupine Mountains Nature Center, and that's where they have the actual building. That one, it takes you up into, what is it called? Lake of the Clouds. And that one, you're walking more on top of the mountain area stuff, and then you're getting the overlook of that. But you don't see any of the waterfalls. So you do have to make sure that
you're ready to start climbing.
That you're hitting the correct area that you want to see. I was originally planning on going to that to the nature center to check that out, because we usually would see the waterfalls and stuff, but the kids really wanted to see the waterfalls. And with it being Dustin with us with little legs, I wasn't sure how well he would handle with being able to climb up you're hiking up the trails and stuff on
I've
top
seen
of the mountain,
him jump on our couch for hours on end.
Yeah, but his legs get tired if you go on a hike.
No, he just gets lazy and doesn't want to hike anymore.
I know. So I wasn't sure how he was going to do. So I was like, okay, well, we'll do the waterfalls and we're seeing all that. And then if we have time, then we would go check out the building, and then I was going to get pictures there and stuff like that. But kids were having way, way, way too much fun. So, but I got excellent footage. And we saw that snake. It was a baby gardener snake. Dustin almost grabbed it. Why do the boys always got to grab the snakes?
They're not that bad.
Can't grab them. You still now do that. You go and grab the snake and then you throw it at people.
Snakes don't scare me.
I know they don't.
Snakes and bugs, they don't get me unless they're bees. I don't like bees.
No, you don't. I'm the one that has to get the beehives.
Exactly. Yeah, they got an advantage. They can fly faster than I can run.
Wasp with the dangly legs.
One day, I was spraying for wasps. We were out on the back deck. And you come walking just to see what I'm doing. And that wasper flew out from the nest. You were direct shot. Where he was coming at me and you were standing right behind him, and I just sprayed.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, and then I was dodging the spray, wasn't I? It's like, don't spray me, and you're like, get out of the way.
You had it coming. You know where you were standing.
The chaos. Okay, so my second camera is doing something really weird and funky. So we're just going to wrap it up and end this podcast. So thank you for watching the very first podcast. We're going to have more coming up and a lot more better topics and making it more fun and all that stuff. So today was kind of the feeling out, and I hope you still enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.
I'm leaving that in.